Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what's up, Lion fans? Happy day before NFL free agency. As I sit here and record this video, today is Sunday. Tomorrow is Monday, and it is the very first day of NFL free agency. That's when players can talk to teams and vice versa. Deals will happen, news will break on those deals, all that good stuff. And even today on Sunday, the Lions are already making some moves that are worthy of coming in front of the camera and talking to you all about. So let's waste no time. Let's talk about what the Lions are doing before the start of this year's free agency. Before we get started, though, if you could all do me a favor, please hit that like button and hit a sack on that subscribe button as well, as we are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. I would very much appreciate it. Alright, let's get into it. There are mainly three things I want to talk about in this video. Three different moves that the Lions have made. Let's start with the move that literally just broke a few minutes ago. And this one was the most surprising for me personally. Za'Darius Smith getting released from the Detroit Lions, as via Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network. So yeah, I'm not going to lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. This one definitely caught me by surprise. When I got the notification on my phone, I was just kind of like, so what does this mean? Specifically from a pass rushing standpoint, what does this mean? Doesn't it feel like something else is on the horizon? I don't know, it kind of feels like something else is definitely on the horizon here. Now, I could look completely stupid if nothing happens within the next 24, 48 hours or so. But I don't know. I was kind of feeling like Za'Darius was going to be a big part of this team in 2025. It's no secret that the Lions need pass rushing help, and we specifically really need another real big-time pass rusher opposite of Aiden Hutchinson for the 2025 season. I'm not necessarily saying that it was going to be Za'Darius, but I was for sure feeling like Za'Darius was not only going to be on this team in 2025, but he was going to be a big part of this pass rush opposite of Aiden Hutchinson. So to release Za'Darius here, again, something's got to be on the horizon, you know? It could be something, could be nothing. I have no idea, but this one caught me by surprise. It feels like something else is about to happen. We'll see. We will definitely see what Brad Holmes and the Lions do potentially in the next 24 to 48 hours to address the pass rushing need that this football team has. It kind of sucks. I'm not going to lie to you. At least for me personally, it does stink a little bit. I was looking forward to watching Za'Darius on this defense in 2025. I was kind of excited to watch Hutch on one end get to the quarterback, and then Za'Darius on the other end. So, yeah, it definitely stinks a little bit. Za'Darius, thank you for everything you did for this football team in 2024. Thank you for having one of the coldest moments before a Detroit sports debut ever. I mean, when he showed up to his debut in that She jersey, that is something I am never, ever going to forget. You know, as I get older, I'm always going to remember when Za'Darius Smith, before his Lions debut, showed up to Ford Field in the She jersey. That was awesome. And like I said, as you saw in my tweet there, definitely one of the coldest moments before a Detroit sports debut. So Za'Darius, thank you. Best of luck going forward. All right, let's move on to this. Derrick Barnes, back with the Lions on a 3-year, $25.5 million extension with $16 million guaranteed. I personally like this, ladies and gentlemen. You know, there were some early rumblings this offseason that maybe the Jets will be interested, which, you know, makes a lot of sense because of Aaron Glenn being their head coach now. Me personally, I'm glad that's not the case, and I'm glad that DB is back here in the Motor City. If you remember, it was just before the 2024 season that myself and a lot of Lion fans, I think the Lions themselves were even kind of saying this, like, Derrick Barnes is going to break out in 2024. That's something I said. That's something a lot of Lion fans were saying. That's something I'm pretty sure the team themselves said before 2024, that Derrick Barnes is going to break out this season. And then, unfortunately, just like pretty much the entire defense, season-ending injury. That sucked, but I'm still thinking Derrick Barnes is going to have a great breakout 2025 season for this football team. Shep is our DC now. Shep is a linebackers guy. And because of that, I feel like you're going to see the linebacking core for this football team really pop. I think you're going to see a guy like Derrick Barnes really pop with Shep as our DC. So that's really the main thing that excites me with getting Derrick Barnes back. Another Brad Holmes draft pick gets paid by this football team. Another classic example of the whole draft, develop, extend model that Brad Holmes and the Detroit Lions have had over the last number of years since Brad and really Dan Campbell too have been hired. And this warms the heart as well. I love seeing Derrick Barnes get paid because Derrick Barnes is always going to hold a special place in my heart for having one of the biggest and most memorable plays in Detroit Lions franchise history.
Here comes that pressure. Mayfield in the middle, intercepted! It's Derrick Barnes!
Baker leans in, there's the snap, blitz comes, Mayfield back, loads, throws, picked up by the Lions! Intercepted by the Lions! Intercepted by the Lions! Derrick Barnes! Derrick Barnes! Derrick Barnes! Oh, baby, 1:33 to go! The Lions are going to San Francisco! Derrick Barnes with the interception!
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I like getting Derrick Barnes back. Like I've just talked about, Derrick Barnes is a player that myself and a lot of people before 2024 felt like he was about to break out. And now I kind of feel the same going into 2025. He's about to break out, especially with Shep as our DC. Because of that, I very much like getting Derrick Barnes back. Congratulations to Derrick Barnes on the extension. And now let's move into the final piece of Lions news. The final move that I want to talk about in this video. We'll talk about it very quickly. Marcus Davenport back with the Lions in a one-year deal worth up to $4.75 million. Another Lions defensive player who unfortunately due to injuries saw his season end way too early. I don't hate it. I really don't. You know, this isn't like last offseason where we signed Marcus to be the main guy opposite of Aiden Hutchinson. You know, I don't feel like that's the case. I kind of feel like we're doing this more so from a depth standpoint, which depth is very important as we just saw this past season, especially for this football team. Defensive depth is so important. So if we're bringing back Marcus to simply be a depth piece at pass rush, I don't hate that at all. There's definitely more coming from a pass rushing standpoint. Going back to what I said earlier in the video when I was talking about the Lions releasing Za'Darius Smith, there is definitely more coming. I would be stunned if the only move we make from a pass rushing standpoint is signing Marcus Davenport. Like I literally just said, this isn't like last offseason where we signed Marcus to be the main guy opposite of Hutch. This is just a depth signing. There's definitely more I feel like coming to address the pass rushing need for this football team. So welcome back, Marcus Davenport. Let's keep our fingers crossed that he and mostly this entire defense and this football team can stay healthy in 2025. I'm curious to see what a healthy Marcus Davenport can do. Obviously, if the Lions are running it back with him, bringing him back again, that goes to show you that Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, and the Lions, they really think highly of this guy if he can stay healthy. So hopefully he can stay healthy in 2025 and show us why the Lions love him so much, you know? Alright, I've been talking for way too long now, so let's wrap this video up, shall we? There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are really the three biggest Lions moves that I wanted to talk with you about in this video as we get ready for the start of NFL free agency tomorrow, as I sit here and record this one. I'm excited to see what the Lions do. I'm pretty sure we're all excited to see what Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, and the Detroit Lions do. Of course, if anything major happens tomorrow, Tuesday, whatever, I'll come in front of the camera and react and talk about it with every single one of you. I'm very much looking forward to that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get out of here. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it as always. Be sure to like the video, hit that subscribe button as we are on the road to 2,000 subscribers, and I am sure I will see you tomorrow on Monday. As always, go Lions, baby.